Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Salsa Nurzahrana from Group 1. I am as a moderator. My group member is Nuroida Fadila Malik and Miftah Herunisa. Today, I'd like to present positive interdependence. The topic is very important for you because it can increase your knowledge about teammates. Okay, to make time effectively, let's get started. I invite Nuroida Fadila Malik to present the material.
Definition of positive interdependence. Positive interdependence is element of cooperative and collaborative learning where members of a group who share common goals perceive that working together is individually and collectively beneficial, and success depends on the participation of all the members. Derived from the constructivist learning theory and social psychology, social interdependence theory, positive interdependence theory is the foundation of modern collaborative and cooperative practice in business, science, and education. Kurkova, one of the founders of the Gestalt School of Psychology, proposed that interdependence was essential for a group to become a dynamic whole and recognized that interdependence will vary from one individual to another within the group. As part of his early work in social and organizational psychology, his student Kurt Lewis theorized that the essence of the group gestalt depends on interdependence among members and future. It is created by sharing common goals. His student Mark Dukes expand on the social interdependence theory during his work on the conflict resolution. Dukes study how the tension system of different people within a group might be interrelated. Dukes conceptualized the three types of interdependences: positive, negative, and none. A basic premise of social interdependence theory centers on the participants' goal structure, which determines how they interact with one another. Other important variables for success include personal disposition or cognitive bias, and train on social cooperative and collaborative technique. The social dominance theory is considered to be the opposite of social interdependence theory.
Categorize of positive interdependence. Positive goal interdependence. Positive goal interdependence is achieved when learners share the same goals and perceive that group cooperation is essential in the achieving these goals. And positive resource interdependence. Positive, positive resource interdependence divide up the research of material for the completing the task by giving each group member an essential piece of the puzzle and makes it essential for the group to share research or to put their puzzle in piece together in order to be successful. And then positive role interdependence. Positive role interdependence imparts a sense of ownership for each group member by assigning an interconnected role of each individual that is vital in completing the learning project. And then positive identity interdependence. Positive identity interdependence infuses unity and cohesion, inspiring camaraderie and loyalty by way of a shared identity expressed through a mutual logo, motto, name, etc. Next, ways to structure positive interdependence. The first is goal. Establish common purpose. Incentive. If every teammate success, all the teammates receive the same reward. Research. one set of shared materials per group. Role. Each member is assigned a complementary and interconnected role. A. Working or academic roles. Example, reader-writer, summarizer, and timekeeper. B. Social roles. Encourager, observer, noise monitor, and energizer. And 5. Sequence overall tasks in divided into the subunit and usually performed in a set order. Next, simulation. A member works toward a hypothetical situation. Outside force, group complete against an outside force. Environmental group are both the physical environment. Identity. Member establish a mutual identity through a group name, flag, motto, and song. Promoting positive interdependence. Assign different roles to learn members. Coordinator remains a team members of meeting. Keep everyone to task during the team meeting. Record, prepare the final solution to be turned in the checker double check solution before it's handled and make sure assignment is turned in on time. Monitor checks to be sure everyone to understand the solution and the strategic used to get them. And then use Jigsaw to set up specialist expertise within each team in several distinct areas. In a laboratory exercise area of expertise might include experiment design, equipment collaboration, calibration and operation, data analysis, and interpretation of result in light of the theory. Each expert is given special training. The shift count on each member to provide his order expertise quality depend on each member contribution. My test all member and area of expertise. Okay, the next slide presented by Miftah Hairunis.
Okay, I would like to presentate promoting positive interdependence. Promoting positive interdependence give bonus point on tests to all members of teams with average test grade above, say, 80%. Linking the bonus to the team average grade give all team members an incentive to get the highest grade they can and motivate the stronger student to tutor their teammates. Second, arbitrarily assign which team member reports on each part of the project. Each student must make sure everyone on the team can report on what he or she did. This method provides both positive interdependence and individual accountability. The next slide is benefits of positive interdependence. First, individual benefits. First, individual trust other members and make sure they act in trustworthy ways themselves. This sense of trust and responsibility doesn't only help individuals develop personality, but it's also act as glue that hold the team together. The second, positive interdependence. Instri- intrinsically motivates individuals to try harder because they know that their teammates are dependent on them. The third, it fosters high level critical thinking and reasoning strategies. The fourth, it leads to greater long-term retention of what is learned and increases the members' willingness to take on more challenging tasks. The fifth, it gives individual the opportunity to hear a variety of insight and perspective. The sixth, comparison and contrasting of other reasoning, opinion, and conclusion help promote higher quality decision making, better problem solving, and also increases creativity. The seventh, individuals have low amount of anxiety and stress when performing in a group that is positively interdependent. The eighth, positive interdependence has a favorable impact on the psychological health and the self-esteem of an individual. The next is the team benefits of positive interdependence. The first, an individual's performance affect the performance of the group, which creates a responsibility force that increase one's effort to achieve. This positive interdependence help in the attainment of the group goal by making every member personally responsible for the team's success. The second, positive interdependence increase achievement of productivity of the team as a whole. The third, it's led to the development of more discoveries as compared to competitive or individualistic learning approach. The fourth, within positively interdependent groups, conflict have positive outcomes such as higher achievement, respect for others' perspective, more integrative agreements, greater liking for each other, and positive attitude toward conflicts. The last, positive relation and social support are formed between members from different ethnic background, culture, language, social class, ability, and gender groups. Limitation of positive interdependence. Being a member of a group is not sufficient. There has to be positive interdependence among all the group members. Imbalance of positive interdependence can lead to failure and achievement of the goal or even to the dissolution of the team. If there is failure, blame is also shared. The second, constructive controversy or conflict occur when group members have different information, perception, opinions, priorities, willingness to take risks, and they need to reach to one conclusion. In positive interdependence, conflicts occur not because of the final goals but over how best to achieve those mutual goals. The third, application of positive interdependence in teaching is very demanding on the part of a teacher. Just putting students in groups and asking them to work together might not be sufficient to achieve positive interdependence among them. The teacher needs to explain the tasks and the concept and structure collaborative activities in the order to promote positive interdependence. Group work doesn't imply positive interdependence. The fourth, too much positive interdependence may eventually lead to social dependence. The last, positive interdependence neglect the benefits of healthy competition. I think that's all for my presentation. Please, the moderators, closing the presentation.
Okay, that's all from our group. If you have any question, please type in the comments file. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.